Hi everybody. In this video I'm going to go over how to pick the proper pressure sensor for your application. Okay, so right now this is the home page that we're at. In order to get here you need to go to www.ifm.com/us and that will bring you to this page. So to get to the pressure sensors you come up to process sensors and click, then you hover over pressure sensors and then you click browse products. These are the majority of our pressure sensors that we offer. Okay, and for all these entries, let's walk through the navigation a little bit. On all these entries, you're going to see these four bars. The first bar says select product. If you click on that, this will give you the different options available for this sensor. Okay, if you click on key features, this will tell you a little bit about where the sensor fits and what type of options the sensor has. If you click on learn more, here you can get a video introduction, you can get a virtual demo that you can walk through, and you can also get the product brochure. If you click on applications, this will be a list of different applications that these sensors could be found in. And if we click on one, it'll tell you a little bit about the application. It'll give you a picture and tell you about it. Okay, so that's how to navigate through this screen. We are going to go through all of these pressure sensors, but let's start with the PK pressure switch. If all you want is a pressure switch, and right now you're using a mechanical spring type pressure switch, then the PK pressure switch can be a great option for you. This sensor, which is not much bigger than your thumb, gives you a pressure switch. The set and reset points are adjusted by turning these knobs here. This sensor is good for liquid and gas applications and go from 0 up to 5800 psi. Okay, so that's if you want a switch. What if all you want is a transmitter? All you need is a 4 to 20 milliamp output or a 0 to 10 volt output. That's where this sensor comes in, the PA and PX pressure sensor. These sensors have no displays, they're in rugged stainless steel housings, and they put out either a 4 to 20 milliamp signal or a 0 to 10 volt signal, analog output. Okay, so if all you need is a transmitter, this can be a great option for you. If you have a food and beverage application, this PM pressure transmitter is a food and beverage version of that sensor. Okay, so this is an analog output only. Okay, so what if you want multiple outputs and maybe a display? Here's where we get into some of our other sensors. The PN pressure sensor. This sensor comes in a DC switching model, an AC switching model, a DC 2 switch point model, and an analog and switching model. Okay, this sensor has an LED display which is very easy to see. You set it by the push buttons, and this is good for liquids and gases. Okay, if you want a sanitary pressure sensor and you want switch and analog outputs, the PI pressure sensor can be a great option for you. This sensor can operate as either a 2-wire pressure transmitter with a display, or it can be a 3-wire device and give you a switch and analog output. Okay, but maybe you prefer a gauge display. That's where the PG pressure sensor can be a good option for you. The PG pressure sensor has an LED display here and also a gauge display here. And this black ring is a ring of LEDs which you can set to illuminate the set point and the reset point. This is handy because then you can see how close you are to the set point. And a sanitary version is also down here. Okay, what if you have a pneumatic application, like a robot, and you want a sensor that will measure pneumatic pressure? The PQ pressure sensor was built for that applications. And you can get either a PNP, NPN switching, or you can get an analog version. Okay, and the last sensor over here is our submersible pressure sensor. If you have an open tank and you would like to measure the level, you can drop this in from the top, and this reads head pressure. It gives a 4 to 20 milliamp output, so you can take that into the PLC and translate that pressure signal into level. Okay, so that about covers how to find the majority of our pressure sensors. If you have any questions, you can either contact customer support at 800-441-8246, or you can call your local field sales engineer and they'll be happy to help. Okay, thank you and have a good day.